I need to go on. I need my laptop. If I can see. I'm finna go and get it. Hello. Good evening. I'm just on here. I haven't been on here in a while, so I just wanted to say hello. Hello, Miss Phyllis. No, that ain't Miss Phyllis. That's Miss Sylvia. Ooh, Miss Sylvia. Hey. Hey. Good evening. I'm just now catching up. I had some personal things I was dealing with. Nothing bad, but you know. And plus I was doing some I had some orders too that happened a couple weeks. So I had to finish those. And then I'm just relaxing. I'm just relaxing. I've been watching what's been going on behind the scene. And I'm just watching how fast I'm just looking at how quick technology could change the world, like even in the crafting world. I'm starting to see the change. Like, even though people still doing a lot of hand products, I'm seeing a lot of people with these 3D machines now. Have y'all been seeing the 3D machines that the crafters using? But what I don't like about it is that everybody is doing the same thing. Like, I want to see something unique. So I have been definitely paying attention, and a lot of crafters now, including myself, I'm guilty of it too. Like, we also using AI too to help with our stuff. I ain't gonna even sit here and lie. Like, I think I came on here a couple weeks ago and I was talking about that. How like I was having issues with my Etsy shop. I just couldn't understand. I was using all the right keywords, all of what is it SEO words. I just was like, something was missing. Hey, yeah, something was missing, and so I start playing around with AI. Because I used to get those apps. Like, what is they called? Place it. Good morning. Oh, good morning. Where you from? You say it's good morning. Ooh, he said good morning. Did I say good morning? So I used to buy all those apps, like what's the ones you gotta take to make mock-ups? And then I just kept saying something is off. Like, it's something just was not clicking. And then I was like using too much of my when I had blanks, I would use too much of blanks. And then when AI came along, I was like, how can I use this to fix up my Etsy shop? And that's when I figured out what I was doing wrong. And so, like, I was like, shoot, I was like, you can do a lot with AI and steady me, because I even bought one of those machines. I even bought something, and I was using that, and I'm like, no, something is off. I just couldn't figure out, you know, that. How are you? I am French. Oh, you French? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So, I started once I started figuring it out, like using it. Then I said, well, how can I use it in this area? How can I use it in that area? And then I just started using it in the areas that I need to speed up whatever I was doing. And now you can do so much with I don't do too much of the, what's that called, the internet. I don't do the digital art, the digital stuff no more. Whatever I got up, and the reason why I stopped making digital art is because it's too easy to copy your stuff now with AI. So you thinking you making something unique? Watermarks is useless in 2026. I'm telling you right now. It don't even. It don't even make sense to even watermark your stuff no more unless you go for the full licenses trademark. That's the only way you're going to be able to stop that. Because with AI, putting watermarks on your designs is a waste of time. I'm telling you, it's a waste of time. So that's another thing I want to talk about. And I'm well, if you can now, what's scary is 41 years. That's your age. I'm 45. I shouldn't be. I ain't ashamed of my age. I'm 40. I'm 45. Yes, I am 45. Yep, yep, yep. So, anyways, let me get back on track here. So, what was I talking about? I don't know. Let me see where I can what I remember what I was talking about. Oh, I was talking about I think Etsy or whatever and AI and all that stuff. So like I said, once you start figuring it out, like you are the sun. What? I don't know what you saying, sir. So anyways, let me get back to I think I was talking about Etsy or whatever and AI. So then it started making sense to like what I was doing wrong, and I just was like, okay, how can I use this for my crafting business? But I wanted to use it in a different way. Like I didn't want to make no templates or nothing with it because I you can now. I tried before. I made a box using artificial intelligence to help me make a template. Oh, watermarking. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yes, so it does not it doesn't pay to put no watermarks on your stuff. I'm telling you. Unless now they got an AI generator video. That's the like so I started doing videos. Like I would make I make videos a lot, you know. So say like for your like for your Etsy shop and stuff, you know, you can it's other techniques that people use. Even if you blur, even if you the son of my heart. Oh, oh, don't say that stuff. Why every time I come on here, y'all be y'all say that kind of stuff? This is listen, I'm not being funny. This is not a dating the son of my heart. That's nice. Let me get back on track, Miss Sylvia. So don't I don't know. Like I'm just saying, go for the full. And me too. I got to take this advice too. If you can learn about trademarking your stuff permanently, like for copyright, because watermark they don't care. You could take your design. Anybody can take your design now and take it to whatever AI artwork and say just remove the watermarks, and AI do it. Now Google Gemini is getting more strict. Like if you try to take an image and you take it in there and say duplicate this or make that, it will come back and tell you like they starting to pick up like no, we can't use this because this is copyright. So I know Google Gemini is starting to catch that copyright stuff. I don't. That's my daughter. She wondering who I'm talking to. So let me. So this about to, now I'm about to jump to the 3D what I saw today, and my antennas went off. I'm not being mean and I'm not being funny, right? So I started looking into 3D printing, and I'm like, you know, my daughter used to take a class in it all the time, but then I started seeing it just like 3D printing just took off out of nowhere. So I'm looking to see like what can I add to my what I do as far as crafting. Want something to bring it a little different. But then I just kept noticing like all these coolers, these little coolers. I know everybody's saying them little 3D coolers, but to myself, I didn't know. I could be wrong. Is that somebody's idea? So is that somebody's design that they're using? I mean, like a famous person. Seems to be the same templates for all. Yeah, because I've been seeing these little coolers and I've been hearing mixed reviews. Like I've been reading a lot of make sure they saying that, okay, this is what they saying. They saying that the 3D cooler file is somebody's original thing that they're using. Like they ain't supposed to be using it without a license. Like I guess it's patent or something. I could be wrong. You know what I mean by patent? Like it's trademarked or something. So I was like, what they doing with these coolers? So I'm looking at it more and more, and then I keep seeing the same comments. Like I keep seeing everybody telling, like warning people about using that file because it belonged to somebody. Like somebody got that trademark, somebody got that registered, and I was like, oh wow. So another thing, I was like, do whatever machine they're using, it must be an app on there or something that, like for a beginner, you can go straight to, like Cricket, basically like Cricket, but Cricket for 3D. You know how Cricket Design Space got the you don't even have to know how to use a Cricket in Cricket now. Like Cricket done made it so easy. All you gotta do is just basically follow. You ain't gotta have no design thing either. Like it gotta be like a store or something or a file. So when I was looking at the 3D stuff, I seen the same thing. I said, man, for everybody to be making, it's like thousands of crafters making these little coolers. And I'm like, is there an app or something that they're using to get the files? Because how are they getting it? Gotta be the company that they're buying the 3D from, gotta have like an app or something. So I was looking at that, and then I was just like, look how fast like people going from hand making to using 3D machines now. That's how quick and fast stuff is turning around with technology. But I did see a couple other unique things with the 3D machine, but crafters are now turning to 3D. And then I saw this and I was like, oh Lord, don't let Louis Vuitton see this. Somebody made a Louis Vuitton purse in a 3D machine. And I was like, what in the world? It was so pretty. But I'm in my head like, oh my God. Now Louis Vuitton gonna see that because I think the person who I seen it on is selling them purses. So I said, not them making a Louis Vuitton purse with a 3D machine and selling it and coming on this app saying I just was like, boy, people about to be going to jail left and right and we're getting sued because I'm like, I'm not that bold. I can't do that. Mm-mm. You gonna make a toy or a purse out of a 3D machine of the company, and then you gonna turn around and be on live or this app or social media to talk about, yeah, I'm selling these. Ooh, Louis Vuitton coming. I'm telling y'all, don't do that. Cause I don't even think Louis Vuitton make purses out of 3D. I could be wrong, but yeah, don't do that, y'all. But that's what scared me about the 3D. But like I'm looking into it because I want to use it for what I be doing with the party favors. But at the same time, I'm seeing some lot of red flag stuff like like oh, they're gonna be watching. But it's just amazing, like I said, it's just amazing how fast the son of my heart. Yeah, it's just amazing how fast I'm seeing the craft world change. And then also I'm seeing the crafters using AI for like they're getting their marketing. Like I like that. I used to talk
Hey,
about that all the time.
look.
Hold on. How did you make that?
This was like 3 years ago when I was in STEM.
Girl, oh, we got to talk, honey. You know how to do that?
And
Oh,
she actually like printed it out. And I don't know what
is this
happened
the
to it.
app you on?
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna have to train me. We'll talk about it later. That's what I, cause that's what I was talking about. Like you see how you made that? That's what I was just talking about on live. Like how do you design that?
And
So
then I made this.
now my daughter is in the pro. Is this from your school? Okay, my daughter is in this program and they use 3D. So she must heard me asking y'all questions. So she coming in here with hers right now. Oh my God, let me see. She made a Christmas tree. You talk about that Christmas tree you brought home?
What Christmas tree?
Did you bring that home for Christmas?
No.
So how did you put? Oh, see, she's showing me. Look, oh,
You
she.
gotta use like
Hold on. Okay, I'm about to turn it. They said she said, "Let's see. Can you make that bright?" Okay. Hold on. Lift this up a little bit, Mama. See, yeah, this is what I was wondering. This is what I was trying to ask y'all. I wasn't asking it right. Now my daughter, this is hers. What app is it?
it's called Tinkercad.
Oh yeah, I googled that today. It's called Tinkercat, y'all. Tinkercat.
Tinkercad.
Oh, sorry, Tinkercad. So is this free for anybody can use this? Or you gotta be in a how you get on there?
Well, you have to have an account, but it's free.
Y'all hear this, y'all? Dang, hold on, can you? So I have to create an account to get on here. And then it has a library of stuff that you can make. Oh, go back, go back. I saw something. Go to that purple thing.
This was like practice.
So is these already in here?
No, I made these.
I'm sorry. Yes, Tinker. Yo, that's what she said. That's what she said, Miss Sylvia. So do it has a library of like say like I don't know how to do all none of this. What do I have to do like if I want to make something? I gotta build it.
Well, it say learn up here. There's tutorials and stuff.
But they don't have no already designs, 3D design. Hold on. Okay. It's too much. It's too bright. Hold on. I'm sorry. Oh, so you had to build that Christmas tree. Yes, Miss. Yep, that's what it's called. Tinker Cad. Yep. Look at that. So how do you get that hat? I mean, I'm
I
just.
made it. You gotta use like these shapes to make them.
Oh, it's y'all can't see this. Probably too bright. She said the shapes over here that
And like
you gotta make
resize them
it.
and stuff.
Look, she going. She see. Oh, I'm nervous. She just zipping through this. What is that you making?
Mm.
How's you using that without no mouse? I don't like. That's why I don't like those kind of laptops. Look, y'all. She is whipping through this. She know how to draw. So I don't know if that got something to do with it or not. But oh man, can you turn that screen down just a little bit? Let me see. Cause it's so bright. I'm trying to show my people. The screen is so bright. Now what you building? So on this side in Tinkercad, like with Miss Sylvia saying, Tinkercad, it has shapes. Like over here, I probably can't see because it's so bright.
And they have pre-made stuff too.
But she said that they got pre-made stuff already. And I guess you could just build onto it. So can you put an image in here and then do it like a person like
No, you gotta make it.
no, it gotta be an app that you can use an image. Cause I seen when I went to go look for a car, this man had one that looked just like him. He said his mother made it on a 3D machine. Oh, y'all see her little cat? Girl, that's too much. Wow. Yeah, she's zipping through this thing. That's what I was trying to ask. Like, how do you navigate? How do they have pre-made designs? Like she got a and she ain't even using the mouse pad. She just using the
I don't have
the
one.
the brayer for that. So she's telling me, so what are you doing? You making it bigger? How you know what size inches you want it? What is that? How's that? How you
It's a
meant?
pumpkin.
I mean, how you know what size it is?
Because it says it down here.
Yeah. So as she's stretching this thing out, it's telling her the sizes, the dimensions. That's wild. But that's how, man. Just like that. Like I said, the 3D. I might be late, but three that has taken over overnight. And so it is, like people now, even though people still do stuff by hand, that's gonna be the future. That I can see already for crafters. That's definitely going to be the future. What is that? Oh, good job. So I was just sitting down the other day, like, dang, look how fast the world is changing. And then in every city, like I know down here in my state, they try to build these data centers. Y'all know what that is? They trying to AI is getting ready to take over. That's what that is. So they down here fighting now in the county that the township, not the I think the county, Trumbull County, they down here fighting about that right now because the government is greedy. Oh, they might shut me down for this. But anyways, they are getting money off of those data centers. They come into people's towns, building those data centers because AI is the future. Everybody's using AI, especially for the doctors. I can't tell you how many times I'll be on that phone screaming and yelling at that AI to put a real. Oh my gosh, y'all! I be yelling at that darn phone. Like, especially if I have an emergency or the kid's sick, and you got to sit here and talk to an AI person, and then they be like, "Oh, I can help you." They think they know. They think they is a diagnosis person. Like, no, put a doctor on the phone. Like, I was trying to make a doctor's appointment one day, and I was having something serious, and this AI fake nurse just thought she knew what she was talking about, and I just kept saying, I kept yelling, "I need to speak to a doctor. I need to speak to a doctor." And it was something when my blood pressure was like going really high. Like, I think it had something to do with that. But this AI thing just wanted to tell me about my health. Like, if you don't put a real person on the darn phone. So yeah, I see that in crafting. And do I see a lot of designing? I do. I do see a lot of designing, and I'm seeing a competition between the AI and people who really like be doing designs and stuff. They feel some type of way. But if anybody got Photoshop uses AI in its program. So, you know, it's a different way of being an artist. Just because you can't hand draw, that's my opinion. Just because you can't hand draw But if you good with digital and your creativity in your mind, I think you are just as equal as an artist. That's just my opinion. If you are, if because digital, you can create anything with digital. I think it's about the mind. Like an artist visualize and put it on canvas, and then you have an artist in 2026. They visualize and they put it on internet. They go digital. So I don't know, but you have to use it. Like you have to use it now. Like even with as a crafter, you gotta use it, and I use it all the time. And everything I do, like lately, it's because I need. Sometimes I be on deadlines, so sometimes I don't have time to go and build my design from scratch. Sometimes I do go to AI and put some, say the elements that I want, and then it make it. Sometimes I use a combination of both. Sometimes I only need a background from AI, but I want to go inside of Canva and add my own stuff to it. But Canva now has AI, and I think I saw tonight they said Canva crashed. I don't know how true it is. I don't know if it's back up or not, but they said it crashed. So they said Canva crashed, but also Canva like got this thing. I don't know if it's out already. It's called AI 2.0 or something. I don't know when that's coming out. I don't know what all it does, but it also has. You can also like from what I was saying, you can make campaign ads with this Canva 2.0. So that's what I say. I use AI for showing my real work. Like after I'm finished doing my work, like said I got a t-shirt on the press. I'm gonna take a picture of my real t-shirt, of course, and then I'm gonna just have AI do the rest. Like if I want to make a mock-up or something, I just have the real product. I put on my version of a mock-up on on AI. That's what I do. Then you can use it for anything. You can make like say like if you somebody like me, I make all my little stuff called like my card, my business cards, my thank you cards. Why order that stuff when you can go? I mean, of course, if you want to be professional, I ain't gonna take that away. But if you got a good printer, like I got an A550 and I got a regular sublimation printer, you can have AI make the little things. You can make them have your stickers, your sticker designs and stuff like that. And then if you have a sticker machine at home, you can, do something like that where you can print, you can print your stickers or whatever. Or if you somebody, like I said, I make my own business cards, just have AI, do a cute little design or whatever, make it look professional and, use whatever you use, card stock, whatever, make you some business cards like to put in your product when you make it, little stuff like that. That's where AI, that's where it helps come in at. Instead of going on my favorite app, I don't want to say his name. I don't have to go to Canva for everything. I can just go straight to them and be like, okay, I need some stickers or I need some markers, or I just have them. Like I said, I just have AI make it. And then now, or if I don't like the way it come out, I do take it to Canva and do a little extra, but it saves time. And then you can just, I mean, you can use it for everything. I think one time I tried a rhinestone template with um, AI, and I was scared to death. I don't think I'll do it again. I was scared to death because it really made me a rhinestone template, right? And then AI has the ability to make PNGs, PDFs, SVG files. If you tell it to, it will do it. So something, I don't know, something was weird. Something silhouette. I'm having problems with that program now. Like I used to be able to import stuff into time is money. Yes, Miss Sylvia. Yes, and I'm telling you, like, especially if you do party favors, you be on deadlines. Like, it. So, like my last order, that order was it wasn't hard. It was tough because of the paper. That's all. They wanted special paper, but I had to have this done. In my mind, even though I have a deadline, I have a personal deadline for myself. I know how long it take me to do each thing. So I be trying to knock that stuff out. Like soon as when my customer order or whatever, I'm taking care of business off the top. And it's the little things like the stickering, the labeling, stuff like that. Yes, Miss Sylvia, I go right to whatever which one I want to use. I want to do some quick labels. I need this. And like I said, I take it into the software, make duplicates, print it out as a PDF, and I be rolling. Like, cause I like when I do my party favors, I do it in certain order. Like, I like to cut out my stuff first. You know, I do my design or whatever, but I cut all my stuff out for each bracket that I have. Like, I cut my plates out. I cut everything out first because I like to go, but not in a rush way. Once I cut all my stuff out, my chip bags, my plates, labels for Pringles. Yeah, I don't cut and assemble. I cut everything out and then I just go, and that saves me about 5 days because I have a certain window that I want to get done. But sometimes I knock that stuff out in a couple like I know how long it take me to do a party favor, especially with that amount if they ask for extra stuff. So I kind of, like I said, I got a personal goal, and I'm telling you, that's been a big help, a big help using AI. Now you, but always go over AI. Like that's one thing I want to tell people too. Don't get too comfortable just thinking that what they spell is correct. No, you still have to go over that stuff. So I had some issues. I was dealing with a situation. I think I talked about this the other day. I ain't gonna get on too much to it tonight. But I had a disposition where I was trying to, after my mom passed, I had my nephew. Long story short, dad come back in the picture. He want his kid. And so I had to file a little complaint about some things that I was unsatisfied with, and I ain't have time. I went on the regular site, and then they was like, fill out this form, use this template. I was like, nope, I'm not doing this. I went right to Chat GPT or what and asked them to, ask them to write me um for the branch of the government I was in. I needed them to format me a professional letter, addressing in court. And I told it what to say, and that thing, man, made me look like I was murder she wrote lady. It sounded so much like I was a lawyer. And then, but you have to go, you have to proofread it, and if you put it, so say like if you need a resume made, right? You tell ChatGPT, and I'm telling you because I did it. I'm not just telling y'all this because I'm BSing. I did it. So say like you need any kind of professional letter written, right? You don't have time to go. You just don't have time, that kind of time. You just go inside of ChatGPT, tell them you need a professional letter written for wherever you're trying to go, and it will set the thing up for you. So once you use it as a PDF or whatever, then you would it would tell you put your name here, sign here. That's it's already set up. But I still go through and I still read, and then say like if they make an error, you can just tell them like you misspelled this. my name is missing an R or something like that. But like Miss Sylvia said, time is money. Like so, like I said, I had to turn in a little paperwork for this court. I was like 15 minutes. I had like 15 minutes because I had to, get on the road to take it to where I needed to take it to. And, I told it what to say, make sure I had everything in there, like in the order that I needed to have it in. And it wrote my paper out, for court. And I'm like, okay. So then you do the resume. You tell them like I need a resume. Like you say, you could tell Chat GPT, T or whatever, like job history or whatever, and boom, there it was. And I was like, oh Lord, But you also want to, people can tell too if you use a lot of AI. They can tell. So like tweak the words a little bit, if you have to. But it's a time thing. I think that's why AI is so in demand. It saves you a lot of time. I'm telling you, it's been a big help to me. Like a big help. Like I don't sometimes some days I don't be having time for certain stuff when it comes to like crafting. And so I just run over, I tell it what I needed to do. I don't feel like changing paper. I don't, stuff like that. Like, for I can, write this, do that. So, like I said, it's been a huge help. And then sometimes people send me their designs. Like, they want to send me their own design. I use it. You know, some people are now like when I be getting my orders, people are using ChatGPT to create their designs and they send it to you. And I'm like, okay, and they let me know like don't do no alteration. I want to use this, and it's like I said, it's we just living in that day and age now. But back to the 3D. I just wish that's the only thing about crafting I do not like about us. Like we will run something in the ground like it's a song on the radio. And it's another trend going on right now, and I'm not even going to try it. I'm not knocking it, but it's just like it's a me. It's like okay, it's the purse thing with the purse, and I'm just like, oh man, it's like spreading like, and they cute. Don't get me wrong, they cute. But I just be, as crafters, like soon, like the hottest thing come out, like it's like shoes, like. But remember last year, the hottest thing was the fans, and I was like, man, But I ain't gonna lie, I had fun with those fans. I had fun because I made some myself. It's just like it's now the trend is the purse things, and then with the 3D world, I'm like, okay, I want to see something different. What is I'm gonna see that's gonna wow me to say should I get this, should I make this investment, because the 3D printers are not that high. They range anywhere from 300 to $1,000. I guess it depends on um what bracket, or it depends on your, I think it depends on the person's business. Like if you need something, high quality 3D printers. But I've seen them on Best Buy. I've seen them on Walmart site. I'm late. Like I said, I don't know where I've been, but I said, oh, these is this cheap, $300. But I want one for I can use for my party favor business. And so, or what I'm trying to build. So it's just like, dang, like technology, like they ain't nobody really doing hand stuff is still popping. Don't get me wrong, it's still there. But it's just like now everybody want convenience. It's so convenient. And marketing, and man, like I said, y'all can use it for marketing, mock-ups. You can use it to build your digital products. You can. A lot of people is making their own designs and then having their stuff still on DTF. But I personally don't make the digital part no more. Only for that reason, because anybody could take your stuff and copy it. I mean, but that's the purpose of selling digital products. But what if you got something? What if you got a physical product, right? And the design is on a physical product, but you ain't even selling the design. It just happened to be on a physical product. They know how to take that and go to AI and be like, create me this exact same such and such, and it would do it. So even though you don't even sell the file, if it's on your physical product, they can use it. And I've been seeing what is it, Sheen, Sheen or whatever. Ooh, don't allegedly. Let me say allegedly. Don't sue me. Allegedly, I'm seeing complaints that they're going on people's sites, stealing they stuff off of Etsy, and then producing it with these high brand people. It's taking people's designs and selling them. I seen a couple crafters say they stuff got stolen and was on the website, and the people didn't even change nothing. Like, that's sad that they still doing that. And that's what I'm saying. That's sad that people still doing that. With AI, you could create your own design. You don't have to steal. You don't have to steal nobody's work. Like, that's what's so crazy. You can have the thing make it for you now. If you not know, you don't draw. Like, you shouldn't even be stealing people's work with the way technology is. There's no need for it. But summer coming up, I'm trying to see Mother's Day, Juneteenth, 4th of July, back to school. So that's I went in my closet last night to see what I had low. Cause I only sell like blankets. I mean, I got that on my Etsy shop, but like blankets, I got backpacks, some other stuff in there that I had. But how fast these months going, you got to order that stuff early. I don't know what's going on, with the situation with the government. But all I know is I will not be buying no vinyl out of Michael's ever. Never, ever, never, ever, never, ever again. Nope, 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 nope. They in there tripping with the prices, and I had to do a project, and I'm glad it was only a one color project. That roll was like, what? How much was that roll? Like $29 or something. Oh, I was heated. Like I know darn well y'all not selling this roll for no 29. It was man, that vinyl was over $25. I swear to God. I was heated. I was like looking at the price of the car stock. I'm like, they didn't skim the car stock, but raise the price on the car stock. Like, no. I'm gonna be ordering my car stock online from somewhere else because I just couldn't believe Michael's. And I'm like, and so I still like their cricket shirts, right? So I'm like, where's y'all don't sell the taller shirts no more? What's happening? So they got this new brand. They say they got. I don't know what it's called, but they got their own brand of polyester shirts. They keep a little bit of Cricket, but they got their own brand of polyester shirts, and then they got a whole bunch of Guild and all that other stuff. But far as my like glue and all that stuff and beads and stuff that I use and stuff from my party favor, I'm gonna have to not go in there because I be using my coupons too. And Michaels, I'll be proud to use my coupons in there. I sure do. I gotta go in there soon because this lady want me to do, and this will be making me proud that I don't just give up on hand stuff because I still got people who still want um handmade stuff. I have a friend. All she want is vinyl shirts. She will, I don't know how much people charge for vinyl shirts, but I don't charge no $20, $30 for those for vinyl shirts. I'm sorry, I don't. Mm-mm. Nope, nope, nope. I don't because you got to do a lot of you got to do work with vinyl. Like when I okay, like I can't speak for everybody, but Silhouette Studio, I love that program too because I can do certain things in there that I can't do in Cricut. Even though I can, there's things like I know how to build the templates. I'm getting a little bit better at that. But there's ways that I can't stretch my template that I can in Silhouette Studio. So, anyways, so vinyl shirts, I charge like $50 for a vinyl shirt. I do. 45 to $50 because people be wanting a lot of words. People be wanting a lot of words. They don't understand. Like, y'all want all these words with some vinyl. I tried I tried getting a vinyl template before, but I didn't like it. It don't have that it don't have that edge like you doing it by hand because like when I do my vinyl shirts, it will work all them words and stuff. I do things a little different. Not everybody do what I do. So so what I do with my so one thing I have to do before anything is the text of what's on the shirt. So once they tell me the text, okay, I go inside the Silhouette Studio, but I like my text to look a certain way. So I go through each letter, I group the words, and then I go through each letter and I size it to what I size it to. I just that I don't and then the fonts. The fonts also change the way stuff be looking. So I ungroup all my texts because they come in like a SVG, or I make it like a SVG, then I just bring it in the Silhouette Studio and I ungroup. I do what I do about changing the fonts or whatever. But I like to have each letter I like at a certain size because it brings volume and value to the shirt. So that's why my letters a certain way. And so I had to do that's a lot. So when you're doing that and then you got to go and make those offsets, and then on top of that, you just got to you got to make sure stuff is lined up and color coding and stuff like that. Those vinyl rolls is no joke. And so I was like, you know what? I am going to just go on, I guess, whatever those heat transfers or whatever, and just start ordering it by the roll because you're better off saving off money because Michaels is ripping you off, and you don't even get a lot of vinyl on the roll at Michaels. And I was like, oh no, I gotta make a whole T-shirt with it. So just think, one shirt I made, and it's for the same friend. I love her to death. But I forget how many colors in that shirt. I don't know if it was two or three, but it was like I said, that vinyl was like 20 something dollars a roll. I was like, oh heck no. So vinyl t-shirts, that's I don't charge no $30 for no vinyl t-shirts. 30, 40, 45 to 50. And they come out pretty too. They glitter vinyl, yeah, they come out pretty. And then you got one shot with vinyl. You can't mess that up, you know. So that's enough of me rambling. I'm about to get off of here. I just came to say hello, talk about what I'm noticing in crafting and how fast it's changing. But you can use it no matter what area of crafting you in or DIY. I'm gonna start saying DIY, a DIY person, or you make it personal gifts. You can just use it with in whatever area you in. Like you don't have to have no experience with it. So that's basically it, y'all. I'm done rambling. I'm about to go in there and eat my food. Y'all have a good night. And if I get a 3D machine, y'all gonna be the first people that I come on here and show. Because like I said, I'm using it for. Oh, I will. Oh, I'm gonna tell her too. I'm so proud of her. Yes, so I did not know. She told me she was in this program, but I did not know she was building that thing so fast. I'm over here looking at her like, so she heard me talk about it the other night. And she was like, you getting a 3D machine. And I was like, yeah, why? Like I want to use it for my party favorite stuff. And she started telling me like, Mom, I'm in that program. But yeah, she was whipping through that board. I'm proud of her. Well, thank y'all for hanging out. I learned something tonight. I'll be back on, and if I get that 3D machine, I'm gonna come on here and show y'all. So y'all have a good night.